Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Just chilling, chilling. Coming back again. You know how it does. Just thought I'd do this one. I've been meaning to do something like this video for a long time. If you check out my page, I got, my content is pretty varied. I've been doing a lot of music, so I upload like beats and stuff for my crew, stuff for myself, I guess beats I make. Sometimes I'll do the random freestyle or whatever. I guess, I always put the slogan, stay tuned for more tech music and games. And I guess that's what I'm into, like technology, computers and games and smartphones and tablets and gadgets and all that stuff, music, like beats and everything like that. So, that's why I always say that. But I've been meaning to do one like this for a while. This is actually a glimpse. Yeah, man. Word up. You get a glimpse into Freestyle's game collection. Now you guys are probably always thinking this guy talking about games, he hasn't really did any game related tutorials yet. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to call them tutorials. Excuse me. This weather is kind of rocking me lately, getting kind of congested and stuff. But I don't know if you want to call them tutorials, Oh, rather, more so rather than I guess videos or whatever. But I did a couple like basically, I guess you could say tutorials about I guess you say that are geared more towards like emulation and like smart controllers. Like if you check out my page, I did a tutorial on how to use the Eagle gamepad, how to pair and connect that with your Android device. And then I did a rundown of it with your iOS, your iPad, just how it looks. And I didn't really show how to use it or anything, but that's pretty much really the extent of the gaming, tutorials that I've did. Mostly it's just unboxings and stuff. But I thought I'd give you a glimpse of my game collection. And, with that said, I am a gamer, a real gamer, I mean, I haven't jumped on a lot of the new game. I'm actually kind of behind the times with a lot of these new games. I'm still playing all the past nostalgic classics, and I frequent a couple of these MMOs. I play Diablo and sometimes Warcraft. I haven't played it for a long time though because I'm cheap. I don't feel like paying the $15 a month. And I got StarCraft and all that, and the Blizzard games, and I was playing Maple Story for a while. But this is where it started from, right here. I'm like I said, I'm a classic gamer in the truest sense. I don't even know what my first, really gaming genre was that I got into or anything like that. I just remember early fighting games. Everybody remembers going to the arcades and playing those and early shooting games and stuff. But I think as I got more into it, I kind of realized, well, hey, I like these role playing kind of games, So I try to look for some of those throughout my years, and try to play some of them. And, pretty much got a little collection of games here and there. And this is just a glimpse of my collection. Like I said, I didn't bring out all my old stuff. I didn't bring out the Atari games. I didn't feel like bringing out, the Commodore 64 and all that junk. Not junk, but, it's just there's too much there. So this was just really basically. Oh, excuse me, guys. Having kind of a, weather beating me down here. But this was just basically pretty much, what was around that I have around that was easy to grab. And I'm a gamer, and I have a lot of consoles. I haven't picked up any of the newest generation of consoles yet. Like, I think the last generation I got was pretty much the Wii. When the Wii was out, I haven't got a PS4, haven't got a PS3. I'm no Xbox 360 or Xbox One. I want to get one of those here soon. Probably try to pick me up one of those Xbox 360 bundles they have at GameStop. I don't know if it's actually at the GameStop, retail GameStop, or if it's an online thing, but definitely might be nice. I haven't been playing any of that. I mean, online, really, all I do is pretty much Diablo, Warcraft, and Maple Story. But let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, I span a the range of consoles. I got the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. I mean, 3DO, TurboGrafx, GameCube, Wii. I've got it all. And this, like I said, this was just what was pretty much in my room that I was able to find. I don't want to go look through the garage and storage and all that for the rest of it, which I think I still have like another big old tub full of games and like a box too. So I'm not even trying to go there. But I guess you can see what I got there. Pretty choice games here. I don't know if you anybody's really hardcore anymore. But most of my gamers out there will probably feel a collection like that. We got the classic Suikoden, one of the classic Suikoden 2 right there. Open it up. My case is a little loose, but everything should be pretty nice. There's the disc right there. Boom, Suikoden 2. Suikoden. Pretty nice. There's no scratches on that. I take care of my stuff. Kind of. I guess I wish I had it organized a little better. I mean, I take care of it decently. It just stays in one place, so it don't really ever get jacked up. But I should buy like a big cabinet or something and just organize them nice. Here's Suikoden 1. As you can see, the case is a little cracked, but you can always just get another top of the case for that. These are definitely some sought after role playing games here. Here's a Suikoden disc. So that's kind of cool. I know a lot of people that get into these kind of games that they're definitely they hear about these games throughout their adventures. They're like, oh wow, and then they look them up and they're retail for a little bit. They're kind of worth a little bit of money. Kind of sought after games, PlayStation games, I guess. If you have originals like these ones, it's kind of cool to have them. I don't plan on getting rid of any of my games anytime soon. Maybe in the future, I don't know. I mean, but I'm pretty much thinking I would just want to keep my stuff for life. Gamer for life. That's what's up. Okay, so we got that. There's a couple other choice games there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get a little closer. We got a Secret of Mana there. That's choice. Squaresoft role playing game. Kind of dope. Pretty cool. I've got all the other ones too. I don't remember they made, was it for Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance or PS2 Swords of Mana or PS1? No, but I have all of them. I have that one. I think there was a Legends of Mana, Swords of Mana. So I don't like I said, I'm not trying to look for all of them, but but this was one of the pretty much big ones right there. That's kind of a choice one too. Secret of Mana, pretty dope. If you never played that, I'd suggest trying it out. It's kind of a good role playing game. I could see where a lot of the role playing games, from SquareSoft and just I would probably say from that era, you got a lot of their elements from. It's pretty nice. Okay, and if you go directly under it, look what's under it. This is a pretty classic choice, kind of, I don't know if you want to say rare, but one of the more sought after games too. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. So that's pretty cool. They actually came out with a Super Mario role playing game. So I don't know if any of you have played that or not, but it's really nice. It's got really really good graphics, kind of colorful. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. I'm kind of jacked up here. Trying to blow my nose. It's got really really colorful graphics. It's got a lot of lot of replay value, a lot of gameplay. It's pretty fun. I can't say I've beat it yet. I haven't even really played much. I'm ashamed of myself. I probably maybe she played only about 10% of it, honestly. But I've just watched a lot of videos of it throughout the years, and I've had it for years, and I think I even have a double copy of it that I'll probably get out and put on eBay. So it's definitely choice game right there. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. Okay, let's move this back. So then next to that, we got a couple other games. We got Shadowrun. That's kind of a cool game. I didn't really play it much, but I kind of remember it being kind of unique and kind of different. We got a couple of DS games under there. Looks like we got Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. That's pretty nice game. I spent tons of time playing Mario Kart DS. Well, that's how long ago I had actually got my DS, and Mario Kart was that there was still actually DS Wi-Fi races with Mario Kart going on. I haven't checked it for a while, but I know they shut down the Wi-Fi services for the Wii, so you can't do that anymore. That's kind of bummer. And then look, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis. I think I might have the first one. I'm not positive. I think I have the first one as well. But that's kind of a cool game, kind of little fun little puzzle game. Then we got Super Mario 64 DS next to it. So, if you've ever played a Mario 64 on Super Nintendo, that's pretty much just scaled down for the DS. And above that, we all know what that game is. That's a classic, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I played that game, probably a couple thousand. No, I'm not gonna say a couple thousand times, but at least I'd probably say wow into a couple hundred times, if not 1,000 times, and I beat it over and over and every which way possible. That was just the funnest game, That was I don't even know what was probably my first game. I'm gonna say, well, buying the system itself, it came with Super Mario World, and then I'd probably say my second game. It's really close to think what it was. It was either this right here, either Zelda or Street Fighter 2. I'm not sure, but those were definitely some of my earlier Super Nintendo games that I got into. Definitely pretty dope choice there. Then I thought I'd just throw one of the Saturn games up in the mix, Astel. I haven't really played it yet, but it looks kind of colorful and cool. My Saturn still works. I actually modded my Saturn a long time ago. I put a mod chip in it from some website, I think. I can't remember the name of it, but it worked fine, so you can play homebrew and backup games if you need to, whatever there. And then, okay, so I got a bag right there. That is a random bag of random games. So, they're just, like I said, I don't really have my stuff organized. I just have a bunch of stuff. So, we got more Sega Saturn games like Loaded, Blazing Dragons. You can see some Xbox games, old Xbox games. Like here's a Korg DS10 Plus. That was for the DSi. I think this one had 2 more synth channels, as I'll show you over there. I got the Korg DS10, the DS10, which is just for the regular DS. I don't have a DSi, so okay, so there we go. Here's a Super Game Boy. That's kind of cool. So you could hook your Game Boy games into that and play them on your Super Nintendo. Yeah, I got a bunch of accessories and stuff here too. Here's a lot of my manuals, So just going through everything here. Final Fantasy Origins, PlayStation Greatest Hits, like Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2. So, we got some, let's see, just whatever, I'll just grab anything. Look, here's a Goof Troop. Had to get the occasional random, here we go, another pretty good role-playing game there. Wild Arms, I beat that one, really like that one. I still have to beat part 2 though. I'm at the end on part 2, but I just can't beat it. I always get to the last guy and just lose. Have yet to beat 2, and I have 3 and 4, and I don't think I got 5. And I think I even got that other one called like Alter Code F or Alter Force F or something. So I have yet to play 3 because I'm still trying to beat 2. Actually, I haven't played it for a few years, but like I'm stuck on 2, so Okay, so we got more, like Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I got some randoms in here too. I came across a bunch of, like Bart Simpson. There we go, Bart's Nightwear. I came across a bunch of random. We even got a couple of little, you know, there's a double dragon for, gee, what is that? Is that Sega? I think that's for, I don't know why it says Sega Saturn, but it looks like it's a Sega Genesis thing. Wow. Okay, got a couple of apparatuses, PS Exchange too. That's if you wanted to play import games or homebrew stuff. So we got this random stuff. Let's see what else we got. Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot Warp. So just probably what's in here is whatever couldn't fit in one of those boxes over there, like that tub or something. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go back here. So you can see we got Vagrant Story. It's another sought after, decent role playing PlayStation 1 role playing game there. Kind of nice. So let's go this way, and then over here we got a couple of other, cool little games. Just wanted to show some, Nintendo 64 classics. We got Donkey Kong 64, Bomberman 64. Look, we got Star Ocean for the PlayStation 2. I know a lot of people like that one. I actually have yet to play it. I think I also got the second one too, So then if we go over there, you got the Korg DS10. Like I mentioned, the other one was the Korg DS10 for the DSi. I think it gives you like 2 more synth tracks or something. That's kind of cool if you have a little DS. You can buy this little Korg DS10 game, and it's pretty much a replica of one of the Korg synths. I don't know if the Korg synth was actually called the DS10 or if it's like the MS10 or something, but it's pretty much, the synth in a game, so it's cool. You just put it in your DS and you can make little riffs and melodies up, and it's actually kind of fun. I mean, if you have a way to hook it up to big speakers, you could hook it up to big Porta speakers and play it, and you could probably even record it into your music and stuff. I imagine it's fairly cool. So another choice game we got over there, of course, that is Final Fantasy 3. People love that series, so definitely have to break some of those out. And I'll go ahead and show you, like, this box is filled to the brim. So if you really want me to go through that, guys, look at that. And I got doubles of some games. I got Zelda, so that means I probably got 2 copies of Zelda, so maybe I could put that on eBay. We got Donkey Kong Country here, Illusion of Gaia there, Demon Crest, Jurassic Park, another copy of a Super Mario RPG, some of my Genesis games, Awesome Possum, Alex Kidd. I mean, I got a ton, guys. I don't really want to go through all that, but that's pretty much, Xenosaga. I think I got the Xenosaga episode 2. I think I got the Xenogears. There's, Halo Xbox, Halo 2, Fable, Donkey Kong Country. There's some more Sega Saturn games. I mean, it just goes on and on. And even under all that stuff is like more DS games, and there's even more, there's my GameCube games are under there, and just everything. I mean, it's a pretty big box, and it's full, almost. I mean, this area you could see is where it's kind of loose there, but there's, other than that, it's pretty. You're not getting, it's pretty full. I don't know how many games are in there, and a lot of them are organized like, the GameCube games. I think that are under. A lot of that are organized in their own section. The Nintendo 64 games, my Sega Genesis games, my Super Nintendo games, my Sega Saturn games, a couple DS games, Game Boy Advance games. So I would probably say that bucket alone, without counting, probably has 200 plus games in there, probably 200 some 250, 200. I'm going to say 250. There's quite a bit, I could pull them out and count them all, but I really don't want to. But I'm definitely, like if you could just see Super Nintendo games go down, and these Sega Genesis games just keep going down. And then even over there, Nintendo 64 games, they just keep going down, until the bottom of the box, pretty much. So, and then like under all that too, I have PlayStation 2 games like that, just stacked nicely, and GameCube games, and even TurboGrafx cards under there, and it's pretty, how would you say, pretty packed. I really don't want to mess with you. Look, I mean, you could even look just behind that, Nintendo 64 games, more Sega Genesis games. So definitely don't want to, make a mess of more mess than it is, because I don't think it's organized at all. So, but I thought I'd just break it out and show everybody I'm a real gamer, man. I do this for reals. I've been doing it for a long time. I have a nostalgic collection. I know a lot of people, sometimes want to get rid of their stuff over time, and sometimes we need the money and all, but I'm just gonna try hard to hold on to my stuff for the longest I can. I don't think I'll be getting rid of it anytime soon. I mean, maybe I might get some kind of wild motivation or something to sell my games and get a lot of music equipment, or maybe get some kind of new fancy gadget. But I definitely want to hold on to them. I just touched the surface with this. Let me watch. I'll let's see. I just pretty much touched the surface with this video. I have tons and tons and tons more. Like I said, I don't want to go through that bag and pull out every game and be like, all right, guys, here's my game. Here's all my games. Pretty much, I put a couple in the middle right there, choice selection. Just to show heads that I do got some of the choice games too. And we got the big old bucket right there with just everything in it. So I just wanted to really quickly show heads that I got a nice little game collection going on there, man. This is a gamer's game collection, definitely. I mean, people that play games and been actually playing real games for years, should have a collection somewhat like this, if not more. And I mean, this ain't all I have. I have, in that box there, I have a lot of, pretty much your standard commercial games. I was kind of on just a collect anything tip there for a while, and then all the main Nintendo games. So I have a lot of the big franchise games, like a lot of the Zeldas, a lot of the Donkey Kongs, a lot of the Mario games. A lot of the just Nintendo games, just big Nintendo franchised games. So I've got a lot of the standard normal games that most people would have with a lot of these systems too. And a lot of the, I guess you could say, more sought after, more rare games. But definitely, just thought I'd break this video out, give a glimpse of what I got over here. You go through this box and the Dino Crisis. I mean, open it up and there's just games all over. Final Fantasy. See what else do we got there? Tomb Raider, Mortal Kombat, Medal of Honor, Resident Evil. There's a lot of PlayStation 2 games that somehow got in that case, but there's just a ton. Rayman, a lot of the PlayStation greatest hits too. They were cheap after a while, so I bought some of those. Even just the random Jungle Book games, and a lot of these, some of them just came across at yard sales. I'd go to yard sale, and somebody would sell a bag full of games, like 10, 15 games. Oh, I just want to get rid of them. Give me like $5. I'd be like, all right. 40 Winks. That's kind of a cool game. I don't know if you guys ever played that. Nice PlayStation 1 platformer. Kind of fun. I need to finish that. I was in the Soccer Kid. That's 3DO game. Kind of different one. Spyro the Dragon. I'm sure some of you guys played that. They still make some of those. Here's another one. One of the classic kind of role-playing-ish games, storytelling, Broken Sword. That's definitely one of the cool ones there. Look, I could just keep going. Heart of Darkness. So definitely, Freestyle Steve's got a collection, and I don't want to spend all day zooting my collection, but guess I'll just leave you with that. This is my nostalgic game collection from me to you. What's your collection look like? Let me see. Show me a video, man. Let me see what you guys are playing. Let me know whether you like, dislike, or I think a lot of these youngins haven't even played, and older heads too probably haven't even played a lot of these games. It's pretty much like, real gamer here. But I'm alright. I'm gonna let you guys go with that. For some reason, my throat is kind of acting up on me. I might have to go take a cough drop or something. Probably just this dry weather. But there you have it. Freestyle's nostalgic game collection coming at ya. All right, peace out.